The Gripen's road-based capability creates endless uncertainty, stretching enemy intelligence and targeting resources to the breaking point. A new doctrine. This proves that the future of air warfare isn't just about stealth and supercruise, it's about multi-domain synergy, electronic warfare, and dispersion. The Gripen-E is arguably the world's first platform built from the ground up for this exact reality. The Gripen-E's demonstration wasn't just about winning an exercise, it was a proof of concept. It showcased a viable, affordable, and terrifyingly effective way to counter the one strategy. It proved that the world's most advanced defense networks are not invincible, and it proved that sometimes the most powerful weapon isn't the biggest bomb but the smartest idea. It's not the fastest or the one with the most missiles. Its genius is in its philosophy, distributed operations. It can land and take off from highways, forget massive vulnerable air bases. A Gripen can operate from a short stretch of public road, a forest clearing, hidden in dispersals. You can't destroy what you can't find. It's a networking hub. Its sensor suite is designed to see, share, and run. It gathers data and instantly shares it with other Gripens, with ground units, with naval assets, creating a common, survivable picture of the battlefield. It's built for electronic warfare. It's not just a fighter, it's a sophisticated electronic attack platform. But the recent exercise showed something new, something more profound. Here's what happened. In the simulated combat exercise, the Gripen-E wasn't used as a traditional wild weasel to physically destroy air defense radars with missiles, a high-risk mission. Instead, it performed what analysts are calling an electronic assassination. Flying low and fast using its advanced electronic warfare suite, it didn't just jam the enemy's high-value surveillance radar, it spoofed it. It fed it false data, convincing the entire system that the threat was coming from somewhere it wasn't. It effectively blinded the cornerstone of the A2/AD network without firing a single shot. And then, it disappeared. By the time the adversary realized what happened, the Gripen had landed on a remote highway, refueled, rearmed, and was back in the air. This is the nightmare. A cheap, agile, and survivable platform that can systematically dismantle a billion-dollar integrated air defense system from the inside out using electrons instead of explosives. It turns the A2/AD bubble from a shield into a liability. The American doctrine is simple: see first, shoot first. Stealth technology is the holy grail. The idea is to be invisible to enemy radar, slip past defenses, and deliver a knockout blow before the enemy even knows you're there. It's a fantastic idea, and it works. But it comes at a cost, and I'm not just talking about the $100 million plus price tag for an F-35, I'm talking about strategic cost. These jets require pristine, massive runways, they need climate-controlled hangars. Their maintenance is a nightmare, requiring thousands of hours of work for every hour in the air. They are, in essence, divas. Incredibly powerful divas, but divas nonetheless. But what if that philosophy is wrong? What if the entire foundation of modern air power, a foundation built by American doctrine, is based on a lie? And what if it took a small, unassuming jet from Sweden, the Saab Gripen-E, to expose it? Today, we're not just talking about a fighter jet, we're talking about a paradigm shift. This is the story of how the Gripen-E pulled back the curtain on America's biggest fighter jet lie, that stealth is the only answer. Let's go to Sweden. Their strategic problem is completely different. During the Cold War, if conflict broke out, they knew their major air bases would be the first targets to be bombed into oblivion. So they asked a different question. Instead of, how do we make a plane invisible? They asked, how do we keep an air force alive? Their answer, the Gripen. This jet is built around one word, survivability. Not just stealth survivability, but real-world, pragmatic survivability. It can take off and land on public highways shorter than a commercial strip mall. Its turnaround time, the time from landing to being back in the air, fully armed and fueled, is under 10 minutes with a crew of 5. Compare that to the hours an F-35 needs, and the cost? Just $85 million per jet, with a cost per flight hour around $4,000. That's almost 9 times cheaper to operate. The lie isn't that stealth doesn't work. The lie is the claim that it's the only way to win. Sweden focused on the entire ecosystem of war: dispersal, logistics, cost, and the ability to take a punch and keep fighting. The Gripen isn't a diva, it's a survivalist. If you say, an F-35 would shoot down a Gripen before it even saw it, that's the theory, and in a perfect one-on-one duel it's probably true. But war is not a duel, it's a messy, chaotic brawl. The Gripen-E's genius isn't in its stealth, it's in its sensors and networking. It's designed as a central node in a network-centric battlefield. It can see what other Gripens see, it can see what ground radars see, it can link with naval vessels. It creates a complete shared picture of the battlefield. So while a stealth fighter might be invisible to one Gripen's radar, it's nearly impossible to be invisible to the entire, interconnected network of sensors that the Gripen can tap into. It uses its brains and its friends to overcome pure stealth. The Gripen exposes the lie by proving that information dominance is more important than platform stealth. Why spend $100 million to make one jet invisible when you can spend $85 million on a jet that makes the entire enemy air force visible? The American approach gives you a spectacular, unparalleled spearhead, but it's a fragile spear. Lose a few key bases and your billion-dollar fleet can be grounded. The Swedish approach gives you a resilient, adaptable, and numerous force. You can't kill it because it's everywhere and nowhere. It's a system designed for a long, brutal fight, not just a first-day knockout. For smaller nations like Brazil, Hungary, and the Czech Republic, who have chosen the Gripen, the choice is obvious. They get cutting-edge technology without the crippling logistics and cost. The Gripen-E didn't prove American jets are bad. It proved that there is more than one path to air superiority. It exposed the lie of a one-size-fits-all solution. In an era of advanced sensors, networked warfare, and limited budgets, the question is shifting from how stealthy is it to how smart and how survivable is your entire air force. The future of combat may not be a single invisible predator, but a pack of highly intelligent, adaptable wolves. F-35 and F-22 are kings of a certain kind of battle. But in the real, messy, and unpredictable world of modern conflict, the humble, clever, and relentless Gripen might just have written the new playbook. Which is better, a single god or a pack of demons? Let us know in the comments below. The Gripen-EF costs 50% less than the F-35 Lightning II, but the real savings come from maintenance, just 10 hours per flight hour. It can operate from highways and short runways. Okay, so it's cheap and agile. But is it a capable fighter? This is where the truth gets really interesting. The Gripen-E's physical attributes, its new F414 engine, its 10 hardpoints for weapons, are impressive. But its true strength is digital. The Gripen-E is a node in a network. It's designed for sensor fusion. It takes data from its own radar, from other Gripens, from ground radar, from AWACS planes, and blends it all into one simple, crystal-clear picture for the pilot. A Gripen pilot might see an enemy jet on their screen long before their own radar could detect it, because a wingman or a ship hundreds of miles away is sharing the data. It can fire a Meteor missile, one of the most dangerous air-to-air weapons in the world, at a target it can't even see yet, using data from another source. It's teamwork, weaponized. The Gripen-EF's electronic warfare systems are among the world's most advanced. Its AESA radar can track multiple targets while remaining virtually undetectable. The data link capabilities create an unbreakable information network in combat. Gripen is winning contracts against F-35 worldwide. So, who's buying this thing? The shocking truth is that the Gripen's philosophy is resonating globally. While superpowers sell their expensive jets through diplomacy and pressure, countries that actually have to worry about budgets and real-world defense are choosing the Gripen. Brazil, Hungary, the Czech Republic. They're not just buying a jet, they're buying sovereignty. They're getting a deal that includes technology transfer and local production, building their own aerospace industry instead of just being a customer. It's a silent revolution in the global defense market, proving that smart beats big. Brazil chose Gripen over F-35 and Super Hornet in a stunning upset. The Czech Republic followed suit, selecting Gripen-EF for their Air Force modernization. Unlike competitors, Gripen delivers on time and on budget. But the most shocking truth is the hidden advantages that make Gripen unstoppable. Single-engine efficiency means 40% lower fuel costs than twin-engine rivals. And pilot training takes half the time of other advanced fighters. Now for the ultimate showdown, Gripen-EF versus F-35 comparison that will shock you. While F-35 costs exceed $1 trillion, Gripen delivers superior value. Gripen maintains 90% availability while F-35 struggles with 60% readiness rates. Gripen maintains 90% availability while F-35 struggles with 60% readiness rates. Against the French Rafale, Gripen wins on cost and operational flexibility. Compared to Eurofighter, Gripen offers superior electronic warfare and lower costs. In every category that matters, countries are choosing Gripen-EF. The reasons are clear: unmatched affordability, proven reliability, and cutting-edge performance, plus technology transfer and local production that other manufacturers won't offer. With continuous upgrades, Gripen-E remains future-proof for decades. This is why Saab Gripen-E is reshaping global air power. The evidence is overwhelming and the conclusion is undeniable. The shocking truth behind Sweden's Gripen-E is that it's not just competing with the world's best fighters. It's dominating them in every way that matters to modern air forces. This Sweden fighter jet isn't just changing the game, it's rewriting the rules entirely. It's that in an era of astronomical costs and overwhelming complexity, simplicity and smart engineering are the ultimate advantages. It's that survival isn't about having the biggest stick, but the smartest one. The Gripen-E isn't trying to be everything for everyone. It has a job, to be an affordable, survivable, and devastatingly effective defender of a nation's skies. And by that measure, it might just be the most intelligent fighter jet ever built. It's the underdog, the ninja, the network, and it's changing the game for everyone.